Christmas is over. Hanukkah's about to be over. And I know this time of year is full of parties, fun, family, all the things. I know. But the reality is we are going to have to get back to homeschooling. And I know you don't want to think about it right now, so don't shut it off yet. Because I'm going to give you 5 things you can start thinking about and doing now to get yourself motivated and ready when the time comes to start homeschooling again. Because I'm going to tell you what, I'm not ready to go back to homeschooling. I need some days off. So number 1, I know our kids have been working so hard through August to December, and they really do need this break. But this is the time that you can actually sit back and take some time out and have conversations with them about the year. Ask them what they enjoyed, what they liked, what they disliked, their favorite subjects, and always my favorite thing to ask my kids right in the middle of break when they're doing whatever they want to do and not doing full days of school is, if you could do anything, participate in anything, what would you want to do? And this is the chance for you to get a real answer from them, because they're not being distracted by all this other busyness and going to track and fields and sports and dance classes. They're not thinking about those things in the moment. Now, if they bring up those things, great, you know they really like it. But because they're in the midst of this break, they can themselves also look back and reflect on the things that they really liked. You can talk to them about last year. You talked about how they felt about their grades. You can look at their strengths, their weaknesses. Just take in that information, sit on it, think about it, on occasion here and there when you're having your cup of coffee, and pray about it, most importantly. What are you going to do in the spring semester? Are you going to change things up, keep them the same? Because it's totally okay to change. If there is a label for the best time to change things up, it is during this time, this January season. Number 2, actually, maybe when the kids go to bed, sit down and look through all of their portfolio from last semester, if you get a chance. If not, you can also reflect on that mentally. And you've gotten their information from them, but now it's your turn to think about what you saw their strengths and what you saw as their weaknesses. Where could they improve? Where could they get better? Is it even worth that battle? If you have actually written out your goals and priorities for the year, you can go back and reflect on those. Are you keeping those priorities? Are you keeping those goals? So number 3, this is actually for you guys, because we totally forget to take care of ourselves. This is your chance to sleep. I'm not joking. Have some more PJ days and not feel guilty about it. This is one of the few times a year. There's a couple times a year that this can happen, but you can just wake up, get your cup of coffee, a blanket, snuggle up in the blanket, and sit on the couch, drink your coffee, let the kids do whatever they want, take a nap a few times on the couch, watch your favorite TV show, flip through your phone. I don't know, me personally, I like to binge watch The Office. Okay, I'm talking a lot about sleep and relaxing, chillaxing, all these things, but also consider reviewing your eating habits. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you eating healthy? Are you taking your vitamins at an appropriate time? Do you need to switch up your vitamins? What can you do to help yourself be on top of it? This is also a good time for those of you that want to quit caffeine. This is a great time to do it. You could just cut it off cold turkey and sleep all day. And then, get into that routine of not drinking coffee in the morning after you've weaned yourself off. Just a thought for those of you that want to get off of caffeine. Number 4, do stuff together with the kids, with the family. I feel like this time of year is game time. I mean, it gets dark earlier, and it's there's nothing really to do except sit at home and play board games, computer games, do puzzles. I've got so many board games, and I always seem to bring all of them out this time of year. It was actually a tradition that we had when I was a kid. My mom would have packs of board games that were always put away during the year, but during this time of year, she would pull them down from the attic, and we would have our pick and choose of our favorite board games and puzzles to do that were kind of seasonally themed, but not always seasonally themed. I think it was her way of keeping us busy when we were not in school. But either way, it's I've brought that tradition into my household, playing games during this time of year, getting to know our kids, slowing things down, and just enjoying and building that relationship with our kids. Let me know if you think I should do a game, because we've really gotten into games lately, game schooling type things. Let me know in the comment section down below if you're interested in that. So number 5, which I think is actually the most important one, I think it affects everybody, meeting with your spouse to discuss their perspective on how the child is being schooled, because they do see a different perspective. I mean, you may be in the circus ring, should I say that? You know, I mean, it's kind of like a circus ring, but you are just down in there, like doing the things, and they're kind of seeing it from a different angle and just getting their thoughts on it and where they could see improvements or what they think that you're doing really good. Really, like, get that out of them. Like, what do you think I'm doing really good? Because they do need to share that as well too, to help you know that they do support what you're doing. And maybe having some of those difficult conversations. Okay, it's hard sometimes, but sometimes having those difficult conversations where you guys are not always on the same page, you know, where you can express yourself and your opinion on something and vice versa, that's really healthy for a relationship, because eventually you can start to understand where they are coming from. I know that me and my husband have lots and lots of words together when it comes to homeschooling. And when it comes to philosophies, there are some things that I really truly disagree with him on, and he truly disagrees with me on, but listening to each other helps us understand each other better. And then when the kids see that we're kind of sort of on the same page and we're really, really willing to make some compromises here and there, it's good for them to see that unity. Now, I also understand there's a lot of you that do not, for whatever reason, the spouse is not involved. You are a single parent. I know there's situations where they're completely against homeschooling altogether. I know there's situations where they don't want to be a part of it, or they do want to be a part of it. You know, I get it. But if you're able to have that conversation with them, as hard as that may be, it might be a good thing for the child. Just something to pray about. Just something to pray about. And if you say, nope, not happening, no, I get it. Totally fine. I'm not saying you have to. It's just a mere suggestion. But for those of us that are married, coming together and being on the same page with our child's education is so important, and having those difficult conversations. As much as we don't want to have them during this time of year, having them during this time of year is probably really good, because there's a lot of breathing room. My husband sent me a meme once, which I was trying not to be offended, but it actually said, after being married for 10 years, I just now realized that my husband, most of the time, he's right. It's just I don't like his tone. Sometimes that's accurate, but sometimes it's not. So have that conversation, get on the same page with them. So let me know down in the comment section down below if I have forgotten to say anything, if you have anything to add, any thoughts on what I said, you know, all the things, share with each other. I read them all. So let me know. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get motivated. I'll be here. And I'm going to do another, by the way, side note, guys, I'm going to do another group consultation for free. So watch for that in January. And I hope to see you guys there, because last time I did a group consultation for free, there was like 2 people. It was like they just got like free 30-minute consultations, okay? So please don't miss out on it. When you sign up for it on my website, it's gonna look like a shopping cart. It's gonna zero out at the end. You will get an email with a link. Check your spam boxes, because I think a lot of people had it go to spam, and you should also get a reminder right before the meeting as well. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and I do hope to see you in the group consultation. Here's some fun videos that you might enjoy. Check out my website. It's in the description box below. You know all the things, and see you guys in my next video. Bye!